Well, thank you for allowing us to testify before this morning regarding SB 185. Senator Lucio is a fellow member from the Valley. I thank you for your tenacity and conviction of your faith, and for all of you for at least dialoguing about passing laws that are for the common good and just. You know, 2 years ago, about 30 individuals, including myself, we were invited from the border states of Arizona, California, New Mexico, and Texas, and we were invited by the Obama administration to go and testify 2 years ago regarding immigration reform. We met at the Truman Building next to the White House, and of all the rooms, the Indian Treaty Room, to testify to the reality of the need to look at immigration reform. And we focus especially on the impact of the economic, social, and political setting of lawmakers if they fail to pass immigration laws that are not just. And today we sit here in Austin to look at Senate Bill 185, which we can say would ultimately punish municipalities and other local governments if they adopt policies that forbid their peace officers from enforcing federal immigration laws. In a statement from the Texas Catholic Conference, we read that municipalities have the right to direct local law enforcement to meet community needs for crime protection, and often do so with very limited resources. Communities' needs should not be circumvented by the dictates of Austin or Washington. The bishops remind us that Senate Bill 185 is the same as the sanctuary cities proposals that were defeated by faith leaders, local government, and law enforcement officials who oppose them because of three direct impact. One of them is it distracts peace officers from the real work of solving crimes and protecting communities. It paves the way for racial profiling, and we can again see the way where the country is at right now, especially in the Ferguson community. And third, it would be on the whole issue of eroding community trust of the law enforcement. So the way the national media portrays border cities is not realistic. We all know that we are law-abiding citizens at the border cities. We live in communities where we work together and we worship together. So as a leader of Valley Interfaith and as a member of the clergy of the Catholic Church, let it be clear that we oppose Senate Bill 185. The Catholic Church teaches that immigration reform should be merciful and charitable. It should be compassionate to those here simply for a better life, which also recognizing the legitimate responsibility of the federal government to maintain and control our nation's borders. I ask you to please make sure that these laws promote and respect the gift of life, of the immigrant, and the common good of all, and human dignity. And allow me just one paragraph from the Chief of Police from Orlando Rodriguez from Brownsville. As the Chief of Police for the City of Brownsville, I'm writing to express my concerns with Senate Bill 185. The main issues I have with this bill is that it appears to create a redundancy by duplicating immigration enforcement efforts along the border. The City of Brownsville already enjoys a strong immigration enforcement presence within its city limits. And throughout the region, due to the considerable resources the United States Department of Homeland Security via the Border Patrol, whether by the direct enforcement of the border along the Rio Grande River through the use of agents or remote video monitoring, or by the patrol city of Brownsville agents on the ground. Brownsville already sees the presence of the Border Patrol with its environs, and there's also simply no need to add to the city of Brownsville Police Department as an additional enforcement arm in the federal matter. And all of this needs to be looked at, that we don't need any more border walls, we don't need any more border agents. We need a law that can provide for the dignity of the immigrant. And yes, we do want a law that everybody will respect and obey. So thank you for listening to us.
Thank you, pastors. Thank you, pastor members. Senator Lucio.
Yes, Father Zuñiga, thank you very much, for your testimony. I did talk to the chief on the phone. He called me, and I'm glad that he got his message up here through you. And I want to thank you for the approach that the Catholic Church especially has made. The thousands and thousands of immigrants that have been helped in a most sincere humanitarian way. Just talked to Sister Norma over the weekend as we visited with Catholic Charities. So we certainly appreciate the efforts that are being made, and by you especially. So thank you for being with us here today.
Thank you.